day. From Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, it's Week 12 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Sam Darnold and the New England Patriots versus Marcus Mariota and the Arizona Cardinals.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the New England Patriots. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Patriots team entering play. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. Meanwhile, for the visiting Cardinals here, they're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6 games.
And last weekend, they pulled one out in a very low...
The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their quarterback in his 6th season in the NFL, the former #2 overall pick, Marcus Mariota.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel, doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
Connection made with Chenault. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a
to throw again on second down. Mariota. And that'll be incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. This is Chenault on the receiving end. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up
now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And that'll set him back 5. Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7. Play fake, Mariota. And now he'll tuck it and run. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Akers. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the gun, Mariota steps away. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
3rd down.
They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll move the chains.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. On 1st down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
They'll set up the screen here to Akers. Akers hit, he coughs it up, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. So now the Patriots getting set to take over on offense. They'll be led out by their quarterback in his 3rd season now from USC. It's Sam Darnold.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
And right side, Henry's got it. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Darnold finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
For the Patriots. 1st and 10
on the ground. This is Derrick Henry. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
He was brought down.
The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. 12 carries, 65 yards, and a touchdown as well.
They've got a nice scheme going right now, and they run the football pretty well. In fact, I was talking with him on the field before the game, and he said he's starting to hear from the guys ahead of him on the rushing yardage total, and they want to know if he's going to jump up there and join them at the top of the list.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Delay of game, offense.
Come on, man.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Still 1st down.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. After the penalty, it's Henry. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. He'll get 3 of those penalty yards back here, leaving him with a 2nd and 12.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 12.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Following the interception here, Mariota. He will find the rookie from LSU. That's Justin Jefferson. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
The gain of 8 brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, first down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
Arizona.
We're scoreless after 1.
With no score.
Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now a run with Akers. And no gain on the play there, 2nd down.
No gain on the
Interesting note, you think about the Patriots drafting Tom Brady in the 6th round of the year 2000. Well, they took another quarterback in the 6th round 3 years later, 2003, and that was Cliff Kingsbury, who's now over on the other sideline, the current coach of the Cardinals. Kingsbury, though, he never appeared in a regular season game for the Patriots and actually took the field only 1 time in the NFL, and that was as a member of the New York Jets. On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
Bobby McCain on the tackle.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Mariota now to throw on 1st down. That'll be caught right side. Chenault with it. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Patriots 27.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. The Cardinals on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Moss with a catch out of the backfield. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
Complete to Thaddeus Moss.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Mariota on the keeper. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
This defense is really flown around in the 1st half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Mariota. And this is going to be incomplete. The intended receiver was Thaddeus Moss, and it's 3rd down.
And
To throw is Mariota. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Cardinals 3, Patriots nothing.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Sam Darnold leading the offense out for their next possession. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad.
Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Aaron Donald make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Off of play action, Darnold. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 17.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. Jeffrey with a catch left side. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Back deep to return is K.J. Hamler. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And taken right at the 35. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the...
And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Bernardrick McKinney muscled his way in for the sack.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Another try after the 1st down sack. Mariota, and that is incomplete. Justin Jefferson, the rookie, his intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down.
3rd down and 12.
Mariota to throw it. Throw left side, going to be caught by Chenault. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. New England trying to get a place on offense. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3-and-out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
2nd and 1 at the 29-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Darnold, he'll find Williams on the slant. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A shotgun snap for Darnold. He gets it in the hands of Geis. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 36 yards on the play.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Again, Darnold. That escapes the sack. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. Aaron Donald. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Darnold from the gun. A quick pass here to Godwin. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now Darnold on 3rd and goal. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
A 30-yard attempt.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and that will tie things up as we head toward halftime.
That ties the game at 3-3.
So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
K.J. Hamler on the return. The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 27.
The football going back over to Arizona now. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Hassan Reddick able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Got assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Final play of the half here, Mariota.
That's complete to Moss out of the backfield.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. So we've reached halftime in a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. So let's see what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin in the AFC South. Tennessee heading north to visit Indianapolis. And a touchdown separating these two as they've gone to halftime. Jamison Crowder, a touchdown catch in that first half. Next, we head off to check out another game, and they lead the visiting LA Chargers at halftime. 2 touchdown passes for Matthew Stafford. Lastly, let's head to Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. See what's happening with the Bengals. And in that one, it's the visiting Giants who have the lead. Josh Allen has thrown 2 touchdown passes. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been as tight as we expected, all tied through one half of play. For the call of the second half, let's get it back to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
On the return, the Patriots take
The offense trots back onto the field, and we shine our Madden spotlight on Sam Darnold. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground, but that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
brings up 2nd and 7.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
A gain of 4.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Intended for Chris Godwin.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Good open field tackling there, a 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the 2nd half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. 3rd down. Here's Akers. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
A first down throw for Mariota. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That goes for 14 yards. First down, Cardinals.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the gun, Mariota being chased out left. He's going to take off with it.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the
pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
7 yards.
Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Try to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards, first down. Darnold now to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Brings up second.
Back to throw, Darnold. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
3rd and 2.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
Patriots.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. He finds his target. It's Schultz. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 31-yard line.
A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. They'll run it again with Henry. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
A first down carry for Henry. A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Derrick Henry. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Tackle made at his 48-yard line.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. New England on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And that is incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New England. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. Yeah, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the 1st down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protect.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
On 1st down, it's Henry. Now he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Number 20.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
He was brought down by Bashaud Breeland. A 6-yard pickup.
To throw is Darnold. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
New England on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now it's Darnold. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll run for it with Henry. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
So we've got a challenge. Our referee's going to take another look on the tablet. He's going to be watching to see if the knee was down prior to the ball coming out.
I love what you just said there. You nailed it, because if the ball's shifting or moving before the knee or any other part of the body hits the ground, then that'll be considered a fumble.
The fumble on first down. Now here's 2nd down.
Now Darnold got his man complete over the middle. That's Schultz. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 1.
On 3rd down, Henry. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down.
That's good.
Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They keep it with Henry on first down. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Aaron Donald has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Running from the gun with Henry. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain that gets him back to the original line of scrimmage. 3rd and 10.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. So here's Nick Folk in an important spot.
Patriot field goal. A 28-yard attempt.
And Folk's kick is good. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead.
The score, Patriots 6, Cardinals 3.
We still wait on the first touchdown of the game, but a second field goal now makes it a 6-3 score.
Yeah, I know a lot of people would call this the definition of winning ugly. To me, this is gorgeous. I'm a defender, right? I love these kind of games. The tension is high. Who's going to make the play to win it? And right now, that field goal may be the advantage they need.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And they really need to forget about their last time out, the turnover that led to a field goal. So now they try to regroup, trailing in the final quarter. Obviously, they'd love a touchdown, but 3 would suffice. Working out of the gun, Mariota. This is Chenault on the receiving end. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Now you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Broken tackle. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Mariota. He'll buy some time right. Now he'll pull it down. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
And a Cardinal first down.
Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. First down, Mariota to Jefferson on the slant. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Second down and goal. Mariota. This will be caught at about the 6. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down. Mariota from the gun on third down. Not good. They didn't move the football an inch, and precious time ticking off the clock. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up fourth down.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. Vinatieri's kick is good. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So in the final minute, they turn it over to their kicker to get him back to even, and he does not disappoint.
Brandon, do you think the pressure ever gets to this guy? Because I sure don't. That was pretty smooth right there. But I tell you, he better not rest on his laurels because there's a good chance they may need him again if this game goes to overtime.
New England trying to get a place on offense. They'd like to avoid overtime here, so maybe they can work the sidelines. But then defensively, how do they adjust to that if they do work the sideline?
It's the old leverage game, and we usually talk about leverage at the line of scrimmage, right? Who's going to win with the low blocking and everything that goes along with that. But in this case, you're trying as a defender to leverage them towards the middle of the field, not let them get to the sidelines and try and tackle them in bounds in order to run the clock out.
Chess match here late. Again, it's Henry. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. 4 quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
KJ Hamler returning it. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
KJ Hamler on the return. The Cardinals take over 1st and 10.
The Cardinals offense ready to set up shop. Except for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team. And that first drive can dictate the whole thing, because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's not easy playing the corner, is it? A lot of times you got to defend against the pass, but sometimes you have to play against the run. How about the job he did there, crashing inside to make that tackle for a loss?
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now the first throw in overtime for Mariota. Rolling to his left. He'll try and run it. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Now a first throw here in overtime. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Mariota's pass.
A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
Darnold, his first throw in overtime. Over the middle, complete. That's Schultz. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
Defense.
In overtime, you have to be smarter than that.
A personal foul just can't happen. Have to have poise.
They make a good bit of that yardage back as they're set up in much better shape. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT.
Touchdown, Patriots.
And making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime. A little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Pats, the win gets them a step closer to 500 at 5-6. And they will hit the road next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for Arizona, we'll see how this affects their playoff standing as they fall to 7-4 now on the year. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Los Angeles Rams. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.